Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 19 College Football Playoff. We are here for the National Championship game. We have got Florida State, the 2 seed, Coach Jackie Moon, taking on Coach Huey from Notre Dame. Both going for their first national championships, both Patreon coaches. It's going to be a ton of fun. As always, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime, claim an open team, set your schemes, recruit in the Discord, participate in the server games, and build your way to a national championship like these two coaches here. It's a ton of fun. Links are in any of our descriptions. And if you want to get more content from the SFA, you can head over to patreon.com/the SFA. Also, if you are watching live, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to drop the Twitch Prime sub so you don't miss out on any of the gameplay. It's going to be a big time game because this is the first time since Season 4 that number 1 is facing number 2 in the national championship. The committee got it right. Notre Dame from the Independent, Florida State from the ACC. Oh, baby, only one can remain. As always, the VOD will be available later on YouTube if you can't watch it live. Highlights from this game will also be available. We will not be immediately doing a Team of the Year or Coach Firing stream because I don't have all that data yet. So that will either be later tonight, tomorrow. I might wait a couple of weeks, who knows. As a lot of you guys already know, I am taking a bit of an extended break because I'm moving to Denver in the next couple of weeks. So there will be nothing SFA related until early January. So this will be the last stream. I will have the ultimate highlight reel coming out and little things like that. But in terms of progress in the SFA, we're going to take a holiday break. But enough waffling around. Here we go. As always, we're going to jump in and look at both rosters. But this is the 4th time these teams have ever played each other. Florida State currently has the 2-1 lead. 2 of the 3 games have been a 1-score margin of error. So let's see what happens. And as always, check out Home Field Apparel. Use code SFA for 15% off. So Florida State, led by Ben Brothers. He's had 2 very different performances so far in the CFP. He had a terrible game, under 100 yards, 2 picks, and he had an amazing game, over 300 yards, I think 3 touchdowns. So which version of Ben Brothers will we get here tonight? That is the big question. And at running back, Jaquez Shady, he had a 333-yard game against Southern Miss, broke a school record. We'll see if he can do that again here in the Natty. At wide receiver, Timothy Buffett, the reward SFA player. Cody Webb, he's been huge. He scored 2 touchdowns in the last game against Auburn in the Rose. And Jesse Cohen really has been a non-factor. I thought he would be a breakout player. We'll see if he can do that here today. And at tight end, it's Stu Strupa, the SFA player. Offensive line looks like this. Bruno Sardine, Cedric Reddick, Nolan Griffin, Travis Bennett, and Billy Stevenson, SFA player. On defense, you have John Massey, Duncan McCush, the SFA player, Lamar White, and Brixton Fisher. At linebacker, it's Amir Thurman, John Tay Tuna, Elliott Lewis, Amir Broom, the SFA player, Traylon Calhoun, SFA player, Willis Fuller, William Holt, and out back, Ego Woolsey and Cale Sonnen. He's had the game-clinching play 2 games in a row, so we'll see if he can clinch them a national championship. And who are they facing? Well, they are facing Notre Dame, kind of a team of destiny, if you will. They upset Georgia Tech. They upset Texas State with some crazy plays. This would be our lowest ever overall for a national championship winner. We've had 2 teams in the national championship at an 86 overall, both lost. We've only had 1 team lower than an 86 overall. That was the Georgia Southern Legacy run when they were a 79 back in season 13. But they are led by the freshman Rico Giraldo, 86 overall. Running back Pat Green, he was in the Heisman conversation. Micah Manners scored in the last game, SFA player. At wide receiver, these receivers have been immaculate. You've got Freddie Perry, Ivan Murray as the dynamic duo. Daniel Pickens on third down has been great. At tight end, it's going to be Jason Simmons. Offensive line looks like this. SFA player Norman Donato. And on defense, you got Lamar Goudry. You have Rambo Edges, the Lombardi winner. He's had 5 sacks through 2 games, so we'll see if he can dominate this one. Tank Abrams and Lawrence Stallings. At linebacker, Ty Brissy, Ernie Weidler, SFA player, Beckham Pope, SFA player, and Jermaine Rucker. And at corner, you've got the Denton Fatty, Dorian Lennox-Lee, Shaden Goggins, SFA player. And out back, Will Sawyer and Tommy Gandy with SFA kicker Diego Ronquillo. So it's going to be a ton of fun. Who is lifting the Crystal Yam? If you aren't familiar with the SFA, if you win your national championship, you get the cover athlete for the next season. So season 20 will either be garnet and gold, as Jackie Moon would like me to say, or navy and gold. Or you get a national championship trophy engraved, sent to your house, along with your choice of home field apparel. Little bit of a gift box. So some Christmas presents coming to one of these coaches. But let's get on into it. As always, guys, for the prediction, you just get to pick who wins. Are you rocking with Florida State, number 2, or Notre Dame, number 1? Both teams looking for their first national championship. This is the first time either of these programs have been in the national championship. So it's going to be a big day for one of these programs to close out the decade. The last game. We have 30 games a season. So that's like 8,300 games in a decade. This is the last one. This would be a 7-point favorite. I might shave it to 6 or maybe 5.5 if I was posting a line for this, but Notre Dame has not been scared so far this year. Let's see if they are today. So got to get my thumbnail. Both teams want traditional uniforms. I've already checked, so very we want to just make sure very vanilla here on the jersey selections. But remember, folks, we are in Indianapolis, so a virtual home game here for the Fighting Irish. Remember, if you are the 1 seed, you get to go to the closest stadium to you if you make it to the national championship. So here we go. Season 19, the end of a decade. We are off. Broncos legend Marvin Mims on the screen. Who wants it all? The 5th best offense versus the 3rd best defense. 22nd best offense versus the 24th best defense. Very evenly matched programs. And as always, I think this game might come down to the turnover battle. Last year, Bob Rupshaw threw 5 interceptions in the national championship to lose to Washington. So here we go. Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis. We are off in the season 19 national championship game. Number 1 versus number 2 for the first time since season 4. Thank you guys for joining in. Here is the coin toss. And Notre Dame will start with the ball first here at basically home. And boom! We are off in the season 19 national championship game. The return up past the 20. He gets a block, breaks a tackle up to the 25. So here comes Rico Giraldo, the true freshman SFA IGR. He was the number 1 recruit in the season 18 class. He's led his team to a national championship appearance. Coach Huey trusts him. First handoff they give to Micah Manners, and he goes nowhere. Willis Fuller, the corner, on the tackle. He had 2 drop picks against Auburn. So the matchup to watch on this side of the ball is how these dynamic receivers attack this defense. Ivan Murray and Freddie Perry have been so dynamic. It'll be 2nd and 12 now. Quick option for Rico. He gets the edge, and Cale Sonnen sits him down. Cale Sonnen, the best player on this defense. Arguably the best safety in the country. He had a forced fumble and a pick 6 against Southern Miss. And then he had the game-clinching deflection against Auburn. So the first 3rd down of the national championship. Rico Giraldo drop back, corner blitz, hits his man over the middle, and he's going to be short. So with 3 and out to start for Notre Dame. This Florida State defense is fired up here early. Thanks for coming out, Notre Dame. So here we go. We'll see Ben Brothers and company. This is a return up to the 40-yard line for Patrick Allen. So can Notre Dame be opportunistic like they've been the previous games? I'm a bit worried about the run defense. They did let 2B Sloot run all over them. So here comes Ben Brothers. Hands it off to Jaquez Shady. His first carry, he'll get 9. Gotta watch out for Jaquez Shady. And this, at least for the CFP, Florida State has been very big play reliant. They haven't been able to move the ball too well, but they've been relying on splash plays. Mainly from Shady. So 2nd and 1. It's a keeper here for Ben Brothers. He stiffied a man, and he is going to get the first. Just barely got it across the line. So once again, at the 50, Timothy Buffett, top of the screen. Pistol form. They're going to audible 2 tight ends into the slot. Oh, even Jaquez Shady running a route. Corner blitz. He yams it deep left side, looking for Timothy, and tipped away by the Denton fatty, Dorian Lennox Lee. He's been so big as a transfer. He ripped the ball out in the last game from A.O. Clement. 2nd and 10. Hand off to the outside, Jaquez, and they'll chop him down after 6. So a 3rd down upcoming. I love this team matchup. It just feels so good with that CFP logo on there. So 3rd down for Florida State. We got an audible here. Going back to the empty set. Notre Dame showing blitz. They're going to bring 5. He yams it left side, and Vivek gets the toe in. The SFA player receiving back runs an excellent route. Drops the toe in. Oh, man, that might be reviewed. To be fair, Dogwater, Lennox Lee had a scoop and score against Wisconsin when he was a Denton fatty. Handoff now, Jaquez Shady runs over 2 men. He gets 8. What a big boy drive to start the Natty. Notre Dame's got to step up that physicality. Handoff Jaquez to the outside, and they're going to chop him down. An excellent tackle. It's Ernie Weidler, the transfer from LA Tech. Originally recruited by Coach Keat. Third and 4 for Florida State. To keep the drive moving. Play action. Ben Brothers has all the time in the world. Yams it to the corner. Caught! Touchdown, Timothy Buffett! The Seminoles strike first in the Natty. As Ben Brothers breaks Braxton Miller's all-time record here for the Florida State Seminoles. Oh, they're going to review this touchdown. Did he get the toe in? That looks good on Sundays, folks.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
And it will stand. Florida State strikes first. Remember, folks, a bit of a side bet you can keep track of in this game. third place in BearCave, which gives out a player, a 78 overall recruit, between Keat and Mike. If the combined total is under 57.5, Mike will get the player. If it is over, it will go to Coach Keat. And there's a stiffy. He gets the edge. Oh, what a return for Darrell Irvin. So Notre Dame came out with a 3-and-out to start the day. How do they respond? Great starting field position. Hand off to Pat Green, one of the best running backs in the nation. True freshman, by the way. He gets 8. So now they are at the 50 after one play. 2 tight ends. Hand off, Pat Green. He gets the edge, and his stiffy will get the first. Nice running here for Pat Green. So halfway through this first quarter, Florida State has the early lead. Fakes the handoff, play action, throws it quickly to the flat. Great job to get that away. It could have been a massive sack. Simmons only loses about 1. This defense flying around early here for Florida State. 2nd and 11 now. More play action. Rico wide open man in the flat. A stiffy and a first. Jason Simmons already has 3 catches. So split backs here for Notre Dame. It's a keeper here for Rico Giraldo. He's going to push, and he gets 9 himself. So 2nd and 2 now inside the 30 for Notre Dame. Pat Green to the outside. He gets swallowed up. It's Cale Sonnen. Cale Sonnen making a great case for that CFP MVP. 3rd and 6. Already 0 for 1 on the day. Rico Giraldo, clean pocket, floats it to the outside. Could have been picked by Cale. But he'll end the drive. And they are going for it. Huey not going to attempt a field goal here. Huey getting aggressive here in the Natty. What is the call for Rico? He drops back, 4-man rush, jams it deep and overthrew him. He had a step. Just overthrew the tight end. So Florida State takes over. A missed opportunity here for Notre Dame. And we'll come out in Wildcat. Clark Vivek with the carry. Broken tackle. Rambo Edges and Dorian Lennox-Lee combine on the tackle. It's looking like it's a Florida State lead early on here. You cannot miss those opportunities against a team like Florida State. 8 in the box, handoff Jaquez Shady. He gets an expert blocking. He spins forward for 14. So pistol form now. A blitz from Notre Dame. A floaty down the seam and a catch. It's Timothy Buffett. He's already making a massive splash here in the Natty. He's been pretty quiet throughout pretty much his entire career in game day settings. Hoping for a legacy game here tonight. Already in field goal range. An audible here. Billy Stevens in motion. Hand off Jaquez, and he's brought down after 4. Second and 6 for Florida State. Notre Dame trying to stop the bleeding here. Notre Dame has been a slow starting team in both of the previous 2 games. Snap, Ben Brothers to the flat. It's caught. That's Jesse Cohen. Breaks a tackle. They're trying to strip him out, but he hangs on to the ball. Third and 1. Chance to get off the field. It's a QB keeper. Ben Brothers gets it and slides, but there's a flag.
Personal foul. Clipping.
And this one's coming back. A clipping call on Cody Webb.
Still third down.
So a clipping call is going to turn this into a 3rd and 11. Disaster here. So here we go again, 3rd and 11. Quick throw on the bubble, and it's incomplete. And they are going for it. This is too far for Florida State's kicker. So 4th down. The snap for Ben, a quick throw, and he is chopped down. A turnover here for Notre Dame. So both teams turn it over on 4th down in no man's land. And Notre Dame has their chance to tie the game. Coach Huey only 32 yards on 2 drives. Got to find a way to move the rock. Ivan Murray in motion. Giving us kind of a max protect look here. So he'll hand it off to Pat Green. He gets a hole. There goes Green across the 50, down inside the 40, 33 yards. There is the splash they needed. Gave Pat Green just a little bit of room. So now at the 38. Tight end in motion, it's Simmons. The snap, Geraldo, clean pocket, rolls right, and he's sacked! Lamar White up the gut. And the War Chants have made their way to Indianapolis. You gotta throw the ball, Slime. Second and 17 now. First quarter winding down. Quick option for Rico. Can't flip it out. Another negative play. It's Kale again. Kale Sonnen headhunting here tonight. So after 1, it is 7-0 here for Florida State. Notre Dame trying to find a way. They missed a wide open touchdown. They are the underdog here. They've been the underdog all year long. So 3rd and 1,000,000 as we flip the field. Rico Giraldo, he'll snap it. They bring a blitz. He yams it, and it is caught by Freddie Perry. So will they go for it here? Yes, they will. They got enough to where they're going to try it again. Second straight drive. 4th down. It's a mid-screen. Freddie Perry not going to get it. So 3 straight drives that we get a turnover on downs. Not looking good for Coach Keat. He needs to get a total over 57.5. It's looking good for Coach Mike, though. 1st and 10. Quick throw. Yams it deep. Out of bounds. Second and 10. Now handoff to Shady. He's blown up in the backfield as we get another flag.
Personal foul. Clipping.
Another clipping call here on the offense. This time it's Timothy Buffett. So Jackie Moon, who prides himself on the wide receiver blocking, these refs are calling it super tight here today. That's the second time. So 2nd and long. We'll just hand it off to Jaquez Shady. He gets the edge, and he's chopped down after 3. It's 3rd and 1,000,000. So 3rd and 22. Defenses have been incredible so far in this game. Ben Brothers has time, yams it left side. It's caught but short. Cody Webb gets the toes in, but they'll have to punt. He ran the route just a little bit too short there. So Notre Dame's defense really coming up strong here. 2 straight stops, but the offense has got to get it in gear. This is returnable if they can set up some blocks. They do. He cuts left. He gets outside and up to the 30. Does Rico Giraldo have any answers? Can they settle in? Opportunities are few and far between in these type of games. Handoff up the gut. He spins, he breaks, and Cale Sonnen again. He is everywhere. Already his 5th tackle here in the first half. 2nd and 7 to the full house. Play action, rolls left, breaks the sack, throws it, and incomplete. He had him open too. Might have had better success just running that ball. But 3rd down, they've yet to convert here. 0 for 3. Snap for Rico. And he's hit as he throws. They're calling it a fumble. It's picked up. Touchdown, Florida State. A scoop and score here in the Natty. John Massey with a massive play. Lamar White again gets through up the gut. That is the 2nd defensive scorer for Florida State in this CFP run as they take a 14-0 lead. Not looking good here for Notre Dame. We have seen plenty of comebacks before, but they've got to lock in. Just missed opportunities, unlucky call. Normally that's called an incompletion. But the true freshman Rico Giraldo, the lights might be a little bit too bright here. Handoff Pat Green, he cuts upfield and he loses a yard. Amir Broom coming on down, the SFA player. Second and 11 now. Play action, Rico has time, he rolls right, he's going to end up taking off here. Willis Fuller brings him down. Gets half of it back. Third and 6. Got to keep this drive moving. They bring the blitz. He yams it left side. It's open. He gets space, and he breaks away. Daniel Pickens for 32. That's what Rico needs. He needs his receivers to get open. This amazing wide receiver core. They've got to make it easy here on the freshmen, as they are now up to the 40-yard line. That was a massive play for the confidence. Now the laudable Freddie Perry across the formation. Be another throw, a yam, right side, it's open and caught! No, intercepted! He was wide open and he dropped it! And Willis Fuller took it away! The luck of the Irish is not here today. It's the luck of the Seminoles. So here comes Florida State. A scoop and score and a lucky tipped interception. Huey in shambles right now. Can the defense find a way to save Christmas? Ben Brothers to the outside. He'll get the first. He breaks a tackle. He gets 15. Is not looking good for Notre Dame. Missed touchdown on the overthrow. Scoop and score. And then a missed touchdown given to a pick. Quez to the outside. He cuts a field and he'll get chopped down after 3. Cannot believe that receiver dropped it into a pick. That's so crazy. 2nd and 7. Ben Brothers, clean pocket, yams it left side. Oh, it could have been picked the other way. Dan Sanchez. He had a pick against Georgia Tech. Couldn't reel this one in. So 3rd and 7, chance to get off the field. Halfway through this 2nd quarter. The snap for Ben Brothers. The yam left side. Wide open man. Timothy Buffett. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Florida State. His 2nd of the day. As Florida State takes a 21-point lead. It's not looking good here for Notre Dame. My preseason natty pick is looking pretty good. But also, it's also starting to get a little hairy here for the BearCave reward player. Florida State could break 57 on their own. So Notre Dame down by 3 scores. Can they make a run? Just one play at a time. Notre Dame, just a couple of missed opportunities that turned out to be 14-point swings. Quick option for Rico, floats it out. There's Pat, and he gets tackled by Willis Fuller. Second and 10. Handoff. And chopped down by Cale Sonnen. Another TFL. He's just feasting off the edge. So 3rd and 1,000,000 here for Notre Dame. Handoff here to Pat Green, and he is smoked by Cale Sonnen. Punt unit's going to have to come out. It looks like we might have a national championship that is over by halftime. Notre Dame might have to rely on the defense to get him back in this game. 4 wide. Quick option for Ben Brothers. They try to rip it out. But that's Rambo Edges, the Lombardi winner. The TFL. Took out some frustration there on Ben Brothers, spinning him around. So under 3 minutes. 2 tight ends. 2nd and 13. Jaquez Shady. And they bring him down in the backfield. So a 3rd and long upcoming. 3rd and 13 here for the Seminoles to keep the drive moving. Mid-screen, it's completed to Cody Webb, and they'll bring him down. So 2 minutes left. Will they go for this? I think this might be a little bit too risky. Yep, they'll just bring out the punt team. Notre Dame has 100 total yards so far. They'll try to pin him deep. And they can't. So a chance at least to bring this down to a 2-score lead before halftime. Just got to score here. Regroup in the locker room. And off for Green. He's pushing forward, and he gets only 3. Just a dominant first half here for Florida State. Pistol form. Floats that, and that's a catch for Freddie Perry. Nice catch. He hangs on. 90 seconds left. 3 timeouts. 7 for 11 start for Rico. 2 tight ends. Oh, they get him to jump, but they don't throw the flag. Quick option now for Rico. Floats it out to Pat Green, and he can't get around Amir Broom. Broom sweeps up the running back. First timeout called by Huey. Huey's had probably the craziest coaching route of anybody who's ever made a national championship. Winless in Hawaii, rebuilt UCLA into a bowl team, took Western Kentucky to multiple American championships, and now is the Notre Dame leader. 3rd down here. Plenty of time for Rico. Hasn't had that all day, and he finds Freddie Perry. 1st down. The clock continues to tick. They're at midfield. They've been across midfield like 3 times today, but no points. Yams it down the seam. This time he hits his man. Brian Brooks for 37. Can Rico lock in? That seam has been open as the safeties have been bleeding down, trying to stop the run. Rico hits him there. 45 seconds left. Pretty much a must score here for Notre Dame, and they will get 6 now. Gotta hurry it up. 2nd and 4. Full house. Handoff. Up the gut to the fullback and brought down here by Cale Sonnen. 3rd and 2. A must score. Handoff. It's a keeper for Rico and Cale Sonnen again. And they're going to take the pity field goal. No! The pity field goal for Notre Dame. It's good. But it maintains a 3-score lead. Huey didn't want to get shut out in the national championship. I completely understand the pity field goal. 21-3. The point total is 24, so if we double, it's only 48. So right now, on pace, Mike is winning. Unless we get the exact score. for Coach Keep, then he'd win anyways. And off Jaquez Shady. To end the half, he gets a big carry. He gets 17. So 6 seconds left here in the half. Strupa in motion. Ben Brothers has time, steps up, gears up for a yam, and he's sacked. That will end it. As we hit halftime, folks, Florida State dominating here in Indy, 21-3. So we need the best halftime speech of all time here from Coach Huey. The missed touchdown there. The scoop and score. Big play for Timothy Buffett. Does Notre Dame have a pulse? If we look at the first half stats, Florida State hasn't been blowing them too much out of the water, but just missed opportunities and turnovers here for Notre Dame are the difference. So the second half of the national championship, the last half of the decade, coming to a close. 18 minutes from season 20. 20 years, 5 IRL years of SFA action. It has been a pleasure. So many moments in this decade. Can Jackie Moon be the last champion? Ernie Weidler with the stop. If you're Notre Dame, you got to come out and hit them with a 3-and-out. You've got to dominate this second half. You got to reverse smoke them. They're pressing. Very risky here. Yams over the middle. Wide open man. It's Timothy Buffett. He is dominating today. Over 100 yards. 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10. Motion for Jaquez. It's a keeper for Ben. Nobody saw him. There goes Ben Brothers. He gets a 20-yarder. Excellent play calls here for Jackie Moon as he is on his way to his first national championship. It's been an offensive clinic so far. Now we got Wildcat. There goes Jaquez himself, and he will spin down for 9. Start making room in the trophy case there, Jackie Moon. It's going to take him a Notre Dame miracle. Hand off to the outside, and that is going to be 6 for Jaquez Shady. First and 10. Strupa in motion. They're going to run option now. Timothy gets it. He's going to run it in. This could be his 3rd touchdown. No, he's chopped down. Don't know why he cut back inside. That's like the last thing they tell wide receivers to do is cut back inside. Stick to the sideline. So 1st and goal to open the half for Florida State. Quick option. Lombardi can't get there. He runs over a man. Touchdown, Jaquez Shady. Oh, it may just be a splattering. Irish goo all over the place. "28-3 Falcons fans look away." I do not think we have a Patriot comeback in our midst. So Notre Dame getting splattered on national television. Number 1 versus number 2. Do they have any life? They're going to have to go for broke and start yamming it deep. I'll hand it off here to the outside. They get 2 pancakes. Oh, we can't get across. Elliott Lewis with a nice tackle. Saved a lot of yardage there. So it's not looking like Notre Dame is going to win it 15-0. Florida State dumps that off. Ivan Murray's first touch of the day. He had an electric first 2 games. Has been quiet in this one. 28-3. Technically still time, but 4-score game. So 3rd and 2 for Notre Dame. Rico, Yams, open man. He turns upfield and he gets the first. They're going to start hurrying up now. Good call, saving a lot of time here. Sonnen already at 11 tackles. Rico, Yams over the middle into the turf. Couldn't get enough on it. Just this defensive line is just every single play getting into his face. No time to throw. Rico with the keeper. He turns outfield. He cuts upfield. He gets a block. He spins, and he'll get 17. Nice carry there for Rico Giraldo. Once again, Cale Sonnen cleans him up. First and 10. Split, or not split, dual tight ends. Runs the drag here. Broken tackle, and Simmons gets 3. He had the drop. That could have been a score, turned into an interception. That's where this game really went off the rails. To cut into this lead. Can they find the end zone? To the end zone, and caught! Freddie Perry! They pressed and they took a chance, and he put it right on him. So it's an 18-point game. Not going for 2. So halfway through this 3rd quarter, 18 points. Probably need a defensive turnover or 2. Notre Dame looking for a miracle. At the 31 here. Everybody in the box. And off Shady to the outside. He gets around the corner, and that's a big play for Jaquez. As he breaks Travion Burner's rushing record. So the man tasked with replacing him exceeds him. Play action now for Ben. He'll float that out of bounds. Palmer does reel it in. Second and 6 now. Quick option. Ben Brothers with the keeper. Big ball on the ground. Oh, but Bruno Sardine picks it up. That was their chance. Heads up play by the left tackle. But it will be 3rd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right, 54. Dog, 4.
3rd and 1 for Notre Dame. Do they have any life? They've got to make a play. They've got to get to the edge. And they do! Oh my God, they gave him the spot! Notre Dame just got so bailed. They do not give him forward progress. And they're going for it. This is Notre Dame's chance to change the momentum. The snap, the handoff, Shady to the outside, he's gonna get it! That was their chance. Now they gotta rely on a defensive pick or something, or they gotta at least stop them for a field goal to keep it at 3 scores. And now there's a big run up the gut.
That's good for a gain of 15 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Florida State's on the precipice of a national championship. 1st and 10, Shady up the gut, and he gets a couple. Clock is running now. Clock the biggest factor. 12 minutes left in the national championship. 12 minutes left in the decade. Shady to the outside. He breaks the tackle. He cuts inside down to the 5. 1st and goal. 150 yards here for Shady. Handoff, Shady. Touchdown, Florida State. Back up to 25. And now we are getting dangerous here. The most, the only thing really to watch now is the BearCave reward player. A combined total of over 57.5 goes to Coach Keat. Under 57.5 goes to Coach Mike. We are currently at 45. So 2 touchdowns. Is Mike cooked? That is the question. Will Keat and the Omahogs get a player, or will it be Georgia Tech? Georgia Tech, or Florida State might be incentivized to run up the score here so that Mike doesn't get a player. Keep him out of the division, and there's Cale Sutton. His 5th TFL of the day. The CFP MVP and cover athlete looks like it's going to come down to Cale Sutton or Jaquez Shady. We'll see what the stats look like. But 2nd and 11. Rico Giraldo still trying to ball out here. Yams it right side. He's open. It's Ivan Murray. He has space down to the 24. It's going to be a little bit too late for these big plays. First and 10. Rico Giraldo. They've got to score a lot and score in a hurry. And tackled by Woodsley, but no flag for the face mask there. So a quick strike here, it would definitely not be looking good here for Notre Dame. And Coach Mike, quick throw, and that's incomplete. Just everything just not working out for them. Yeah, our national championships typically look like this. Some of them are like 1 scores, but we haven't really had that defined national championship, you know, final play, but that's all right. Rico just holding on to the rock, throws it late, Are we going to get an offensive pass interference? No! So greatly executed there by Notre Dame. Yeah, where Lenoris Gums poops his pants on the final drive. No, that was in the Rose Bowl, D-Sleep. That was potentially the best game of all time. Rico, over the middle, caught and dropped the touchdown. Yeah, the Ohio State-Clemson Rose Bowl, arguably the best game of all time. Second and goal. Floats it, late, touchdown Notre Dame. What a play. Remember, this is a team that was undefeated for a reason. They aren't just slouches. But folks, now we are officially on Keat watch. The point total now stands at 52. One more touchdown, and Keat gets the reward player. Yeah, sometimes we have those. That's what I was a bit worried about this Notre Dame appearance. Texas State would have put up a better fight for sure. But historically, the lower overall teams that make it to the Natty, the 86 overalls, end up getting splattered. But still time. They just scored. Remember, it's only the third quarter, folks. We've seen crazier. Just ask Nebraska. Zach's never been the same.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Canelo, you got to focus on not losing to Southern Miss before you get the Florida State job. As like a 17-point favorite.
That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
So 3rd and 6, a 3 and out here could make this interesting. 3rd down. They bring a blitz. They're going to get to him. Down goes Brothers.
Loss of 11 yards on the play. 4th down.
Brothers tried to stay on his feet. Southern Miss went. They were 14 and 0 before they lost. So 4th quarter, down by 18. Does Notre Dame have a miracle? They're gonna get the ball back here.
Get out.
That's true. It's Vegas's fault. It's not your fault. They should have been the favorites. They were undefeated. So they'll start out across the 50, folks. I'm not saying there's a chance, but there might just be a chance. They do have an electric offense at times. Cale Sonnen, though, squashes that one.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
They've got to get 3 scores. I don't know how they're going to do it. But where there's a will, there's a way. If any team's getting a miracle, it's going to be Notre Dame. We all know it. 2nd and 2. Coach Huey, the screen. Got to evade him. And no, they trip him up.
That is a loss of 3 yards.
What a trip job. He had so much open space. So 3rd and 5. Rico Giraldo has a nice pocket. Throw the ball! Fourth down, game officially on the line. Does Notre Dame keep the dream alive? Yams it deep and he hits him! Ivan Murray right on cue! Touchdown Notre Dame! The corner took out Cale Sonnen there at the end. Notre Dame has life and Coach Keith is getting the reward player. So at Florida State, giving up garbage time touchdowns is the reason Georgia Tech is not getting a 78 overall player. You love to see it. So 11-point game, 8 minutes to play. Are we going to see a Notre Dame miracle? It was a 4-score game at 2 different times. If anybody can do it, it's Notre Dame. Florida State has got to reel this one in. They've got to just move the ball a couple of times at least, run some clock. I don't know, Fi. You gave up, what, was it 34 to Notre Dame? I don't think you mean counting that defense after that performance. 2nd and 6. Play action. Ben, and caught! I thought he overthrew his man, but he was looking for Strupa the entire time. First and 10. Notre Dame's got to get a stop, hopefully, before they run clock. A lot of motion here. To the outside, JD, and he gets 4. 164 yards on the ground for Jaquez. 2nd and 6. Can Notre Dame find a way? And Florida State is running clock. It's dire now. They've got to get back within a score before they use those timeouts. Second and 6. What is the call? Motion. Handoff. Shady. And they bring them down. This is their chance. This is Notre Dame's chance. Empty set. And they are going to run this clock all the way down. This is Notre Dame's chance. Who's going to make the play? I'm looking at Rambo Edges. He's been a non-factor. 3rd and 4. The snap, Ben Brothers over the middle. It's caught by Jesse Cohen. First down. And now more time is going to run off the clock. Ben Brothers floats it outside. Broken tackle, and he'll get 9. Now it's not looking good for Notre Dame. We thought they had a chance for a second. They can only give up a field goal here and make it still 2 scores. As the clock continues to run. Second and 1, what is the call? Handoff, Jaquez Shady, a big hole up the gut. He gets 11. Not looking good for Notre Dame. You cannot give up a touchdown here. Halfway through this 4th quarter of the Natty. What is the call? They'll hand it off to keeper for Ben Brothers to the outside. They rip him down. It is Rambo Edges.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. Clock continues to tick away. First down or 2 could just end it. Oh man, half of this fourth quarter is just bled away. Please, Notre Dame. I'm on my knees. Up the gut in the first down for Shady. They're going to have to start using the timeouts now. Disastrous drive here for Notre Dame. They had hope for a second. Clock is ticking down. What is the call? He'll roll right. It's Ben Brothers. Ball on the ground, and they recover it again. The second fumble that Florida State has recovered. They got the play they needed, and they couldn't capitalize. And now they're calling timeouts. They're going to have to rely on an onside kick. Handoff. Shady goes down. 3rd and 1,000,000. Handoff to Shady to the outside. He curves upfield. Oh, they gotta push him out. All right, 4th down. They'll try and add a field goal here to go up by 13. Kick is up, and it's good for Florida State. So 3 minutes in a dream for Notre Dame. They need a touchdown, an onside kick, and another touchdown. Broken tackle up to the 30. If they can score very quickly, then they might be able to trust the defense. But they have 3 straight touchdowns. Can Notre Dame shock the world? Rico over the middle and dropped. Just no time to throw.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Yams it, and that's a nice play. That'll get him across the 50. So they are in business now across the 50, tight end in motion. Rico, ball on the ground. Florida State has it. It's going to be a second scoop and score for Florida State. Touchdown Seminoles. There have been 4 fumbles today. Florida State has picked up every single one. And that is the difference. 4 fumbles, 2 of which were returned for touchdowns. If you take 14 points off, it's a 7-point game. 45-24, the over hit spectacularly. So Coach Keat will be getting a 78 overall reward player. Coach Airborne will get the 82. I will get the 80 overall. As I had my BearCave blunder. I cannot believe it. that fumbles were the reason this game ended this way. Rico Giraldo. There's a catch. He's going to fight for extra yards. He gets 13. But you guys got to watch out. Notre Dame is young. Their star quarterback, their star running back are both true freshmen. All of this receiving core is coming back at least one more year. The entire defense is just amazing recruits. No, Mills, it's been over for a while. 2nd and 10. Notre Dame just did the thing where they, like, almost had a chance of sniffing a comeback, but the defense just couldn't do it. Yams it deep right side and tipped away. Looking for Freddie Perry.
Perry was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
So screen pass, and they'll bring him down. It'll be a 3rd and 4. The snap on 3rd down, another sack. And you hear the war chants. Their fans know that they are about to be on top of the college football universe. 21-point lead. It's a waiting game now. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The snap. The Yam, he has to make a play. He spins and down he goes. So victory formation here for Jackie Moon. A veteran head coach, a Patreon user, will get himself a national championship trophy.
Black 5, green now.
And there it is as we hit triple zeros here in the SFA Season 19 National Championship game. The Florida State Seminoles have defeated the Notre Dame Fighting Irish 45-24 to win their first national championship in program history. Jackie Moon becomes one of the few to receive a Crystal Yam. It was a great run from Coach Huey. Notre Dame will be back, but Florida State has finally done it. They are on top of the college football universe. Jaquez Shady, your player of the game. And there it is. Jackie Moon gets his first Crystal Yam. It's the end of a decade, end of an era. And we will see you in Season 20. 45-24 is the final. So not particularly close, but at least an entertaining game. A lot of big plays. All the money on Florida State, so you guys all get your money back. Congratulations. So that means Coach Key gets the final reward player. So I'll DM you guys soon. We're not going to immediately go into wheel spins, raffle spins, or anything like that. I just don't have the data ready for coaching spins. Not going to do Team of the Year yet. I'm going to do highlights. I'm going to post the results and stuff. And then I'm probably going to do that maybe tonight or tomorrow night. We'll see. But yeah, we're going to be going on a break because on Tuesday I am going out of town. And then as soon as I come back, I'm immediately moving to Denver. So I'm not even gonna have internet until January 3rd. So like the ultimate highlight reel will be coming out. But yeah, we are officially on a longer holiday break. So Ben Brothers here, 13 of 17, 187, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 76%. Jaquez Shady, 184, 2 touchdowns here today. Timothy Buffett, 4 receptions, he had over 100 yards today. 16 touchdowns, or tackles, 5 TFLs for Cale Sonnen. They had 4 total sacks. The interception for Willis Fuller. 2 deflections, 2 fumbles, 2 recoveries. That doesn't even count the offensive ones. And 2 defensive touchdowns. Insane. For Notre Dame, Rico Giraldo, 23 of 34, 342, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Running the ball, Pat Green, 70 yards. Simmons had 43. Sawyer gets 11 TFLs. A lot of TFLs there. 3 sacks. A deflection. 2 fumbles. And that will do it. Alright, so we'll get our players of the game here. So players of the game, Rico Giraldo, Jaquez Shady, Will Sawyer, and it is Lamar White. He forced the other fumble. He recovered this one. He scored. Alright guys, thanks for watching. A decade in the books. Been a long time coming. A lot of SFA action has happened, and when we come back, it will be Season 20. Oh, baby. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and for watching and supporting in any way possible. Another season in the books, and we will see you next time. Peace.